You know, you have some sorry help in the morning.
I do not. I have great help. My help is great. It's fantastic.
You should
the best help ever.
Fire that 5:30 in the morning man. He is worthless.
Sorry. That job is yours forever. Well, at least until Johnny goes to college. He says it's early and it's wet and I'm queen of the bed this morning. Yeah, we had a lot of rain overnight again. We had a unplug Ruby and then go back out at 11 and replug her back in for a second day in a row. See, I've got 219 miles, so she didn't quite finish charging, but she was close. So Johnny's school has decided the kids can wear shorts until October the 31st, as long as they're khakis and as long as they have a belt, just like their pants. So Johnny is ready to go today. Yeah, as a parent, I'm good with the shorts. I don't see why not. They've got to wear the belt. They've got to be khakis. They've got to be neat. So I'm good with it. Not that they asked me, but I am good with it. So it's 6:39 a.m. and you know, we're basically on time. So that's a good thing. That bright sun in the morning is blinding for about 2 miles of our trip. We're glad when we get out of town and head a little more north than east. So Johnny and I have started listening to an Audible book called 36 Hours, the Blackout series. It's another dystopian type book. This one about the sun flares causing an EMP. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, we're enjoying it. We're in chapter 7 of 45, so we got a little bit to go. A little bit more enjoyment. The only problem about listening to a really great book with Johnny is that I can't listen to it without Johnny. And it was getting pretty good, so well, it's something to look forward to this afternoon. I read about this mural in the newspaper and I wanted to stop and get a picture of Ruby with it. It was vandalized and the artist has fixed it, and that's great. The extra thing I did around the house this morning was I carried the tripod down near the Bluebird box and shot probably about 15 minutes worth of video. I kind of was coming and going and stopping it so the segments didn't get too long for me to review. Hopefully I got something. Those files take a little while to go up to Google Drive, so I don't know yet. Think I did. but hopefully so. I'd like to include some Bluebird video today. That would be neat. They're probably getting ready to leave, so it was on my list to do that before they fledged. So I'm on my way to pick up Johnny now. It's 1:35. I'm on time. I don't want to get there right at 2:10 because I need to let the traffic thin out a little bit. It's just impossible. That street next to the school, when there's parking on both sides, that only leaves one line of traffic basically through there, and it's just a sort of a disaster, especially if people turn left when they shouldn't out of the school parking lot. So yeah, 2:15, even 2:20. Don't like to leave Johnny out in the sun. Don't want to deal with the traffic trying to make it work all the way around. I got to the school at 2:15, but it took me 7 minutes to get through the carpool line. So Johnny was outside for over 10 minutes, and he has drained his water bottle and cranked the AC. Ruby says it's 93, so it's plenty hot. How you doing today, buddy?
Pretty good.
Yeah? Have a good day at school?
Mostly.
Good. Glad to hear it. So Dawn is doing the job of auto mechanic today? Yeah. Show me that part. Raise it up a little bit.
Yeah, this is a sway bar link. It goes between the sway bar and the strut.
Yeah.
Okay, and whenever she goes over a bump, you hear that?
Yeah.
That's what she hears.
Well, I wasn't hearing it, but Dawn heard it.
And the reason is this seal split, and of course water and dirt got in there, and so now that clevis joint, I forget what this is called, but anyway, this
it's loose. It moves around in there.
Right. This side, of course, the joint, the seal's still good, and of course it will move, but it doesn't rattle.
Right.
So anyway, 30 bucks later,
it will be fixed.
It will be fixed.
Yeah, so Dawn had me park Ruby outside underneath the carport for a little bit, and yeah, wow, you got that apart, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good old days. You know, my dad, he used to repair his own brakes. I'd have to get in the car and pump the brakes and help him bleed out the line and stuff. Yeah, so.
Yeah, well, it's always good to have a pretty girl help you work on your car.
Anything I could do to help, except get greasy under the car. No yeah, I'll sit in the driver's seat though and push on the brake pedal or something. Right. Well, I wouldn't want to have to park Ruby up underneath here too often, but it's not bad for a couple of hours. It's not, and I could pull her more further if we were going to have bad weather. It's the first time pulling her in under there, so I'm not used to it. You know, if the van bumps the stuff we got in the front, I don't got to get worried about that, but I wasn't going to risk pulling forward and Ruby bumping something. All right, we've driven up here to AutoZone in Ruby, no less, to get this part for the van.
Yeah, but look at it. It's all shiny. And look, it's got red and green. It looks like Christmas tree parts.
Don's got the part installed on the van. Took it for a test drive. Everything's working good. We are headed to Home Depot while Johnny does Taekwondo to get some adhesive and walk around and have date night at the Home Depot. Date night, Home Depot. Bye, buddy. Do good in there for me.
Good.
Love ya.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye. So they're still working on this intersection, still trying to get all the poles and all the wires and all the boxes moved. They're working on it. I am seeing consistent progress, but it is slow going. And just wait till they start moving the actual railroad track and railroad crossing barriers on the other side of this big intersection, Fuquay's major intersection. Yep, exactly. So we ended up at Walmart instead of Home Depot. Who said you can't have date night at Walmart?
You gotta do date night at Home Depot. This Friday night. Friday,
okay.
Saturday night. It's just Thursday night.
Okay. They refilled the Hot Wheels and look what I found. 101 miles today.